All right, mic check, mic one check. All right, just try to get a dead hang, and just see how long you can hang for. See if we can get
a chin up or a pull up.
Chin up, just dead hang. Yeah, just right there. Yup. Release that. Hey, listen, bro, you got the muscles to be able to do this. So we'll hang here let's see if we can get 30 seconds. And right now in your mind, I want you to be thinking about you doing pull-ups or chin-ups. So I'll think about 5. You should be able to do about.
I think I can definitely hold this way far longer than I can.
See, that's a mental thing because when you're holding this way, you got more bicep, you have more muscles to help engage. So it's completely mental if you can hold more this way. Because this is significantly harder than this.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, definitely. But we can try both ways. See, just go ahead and see. So remember what I was telling y'all. If y'all struggle with pull-ups or whatever, just come to the bar and hang. Trust me. Build up that strength. Yep. Try not to swing. Yeah.
It definitely doesn't help when I was doing my shoulders.
So what I'll do is for this one, the next one, cross your legs like this.
Okay.
And you do the chin up, so that way I'll give you just enough assistance to help you out. And we'll shoot for 5. So what you'll do is once you're down at the bottom, I want you to try to think about trying to come out of a pool. Make sense?
Yeah. I'm gonna put my right leg over my left, and I'm gonna hang if you want to get it.
Yeah. I'm gonna assist you on the ankles. There you go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Breathe. Don't resist it. 1 and 2, and do 1 more. Then hang. Hold it. Now hang. Release. No, hang. Let hang. Yeah. Open it up. See what I'm saying? How I open it up? Yeah. Even if you come here like before you start with some kind of calisthenics. Even if it's hanging. Again, granted you can't do the pull-up yet. Just hanging, and then drop down and do a couple push-ups. Then go into your workout. I guarantee you.
That's why I was saying at first. I was like, I don't think I can get a chin up or a pull-up. I know I can hold myself. Like if I come with no workout on my arms, I could probably get 30 seconds. Same with a dip. Like I can get in form to hold myself. I just can't get down and up.
So start with those first.
With dips or just holding?
Calisthenics first.
Probably.
And then move into the other stuff. Because that'd be like, I don't know if you're into building houses or anything like that. I'm like, hey man, we're gonna start building the roof of your house first. You're like, I don't think it's gonna work because you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if you start with a good strong foundation, people underestimate body squats, burpees, push-ups. And I tell you right, if you were like told me to do 50 burpees right now, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm like heart boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But somebody else has been doing it, knock out boom, boom, 100, and you're in shape. So like I say, even if you do something like when you're doing your sets, come out, even if you jog in place, like people think it has to be crazy, like you saw when I was on the treadmill.
Yeah,
I was walking like, man, that shit counts.
Yeah.
Now the high intensity cardio, you really can't. You can do it more frequently, but knees, joints, wear and tear on the body, fatigue. I used to not believe in the slow, steady state.
Yes.
Until I started doing it.
Notice the difference.
Mm-hmm. And the hardest thing is like sitting up on there for 40 minutes. So I was like, okay, find a show or something like that. Yeah. That's why you see me talking crazy, and I'm like, fuck you, hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let's try that again. Whichever way you feel comfortable.
I'll hold or
hold, and then when you say go, I'm gonna help you.
Okay, let's try it. Let's do it.
However you feel comfortable.
It's surprising to me that that's harder because I feel more comfortable at that.
Like, well, it probably just depends. You probably train more upper back and stuff like that because you look pretty big up here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Whichever is more comfortable, I'm gonna still assist you the same way.
All right, let's do it hang first.
Yeah, get that because that's gonna definitely you're gonna notice on your forearms, just all that good stuff. You see how the grip degrades before anything else?
Yes, yeah.
A lot of people's grip degrades before. That's why that's why I tell people just to come to the bar watch.
Just work on that hang.
See my grip strength?
Yeah. No, yours is crazy.
I'm doing this on purpose.
With a hand though, like just a.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just imagine now you're doing this calisthenics. Then when you go to do your dumbbell presses, now we have more stability with that.
Yes.
Okay, now we're bent over row. Now we got more. Okay, wow, it's gonna help everything. So I tell people, unless you ain't got no arms, you're doing pull-ups.
Yeah, that's literally the first thing to break on any of my pulling.
That was me. And that was me. I used to always have wrist wraps and all this stuff and all that other man. And I tell people like this: use them for like the last part of the lift. Okay. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, I'm about to try to do 600 pounds in a deadlift. You might want to strap up, bro.
Yes.
Okay, bro. If you freaking can do 600 pounds raw with no grips, what the heck you got 145 on? What you got wrist wraps on for, my guy? So that's what happens. They don't develop the grip strength.
Yes, yeah.
So I'll see people the whole entire workout. back brace on. I'm like, hey, bro, you back brace to do sit-ups? Like, what's going on? So
Yeah,
what
it
happens?
becomes a handicap kind of.
And so what happens is you never learn to engage your own core. So your core becomes sloppy in a sense you never stabilize it on your own. So you have no true core stability. So if you took that same person and say they squat 400 pounds and I put 225 on a bar and I took that belt off, are you going to feel safe?
Yeah, exactly that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it mostly is the point of failure to me is when I just reach like a certain weight. Like I can row up to 200 without them, and then I just don't want to leave gains on the table when I'm doing any overhead pulls. But it's not like I need them.
Sure. One thing, just simple, just even for a week, try calisthenics, in between, and take a picture of yourself.
The hanging for sure, I'm definitely going to take
that and the push-ups.
Yeah, because the only way that I can even get a pull-up on my own by myself is with the assisted. That's why when you're asking me, I was like,
but I'm just telling you, like, just from what I feel here, you have more than enough muscle to be able to do it.
If I hadn't done anything with my
arms, I think it's more so.
I've always been big, and I've always I'll come and do this. Like I can hang for a little bit.
Yeah,
but it's just like the getting anything up.
And what I just noticed there, your muscle recruitment was off a little bit. It's like that's what I say. Most people can do a pull-up, but it's just like how do I mechanically do the process?
Yes, yeah, I have no idea.
It's like throwing a pitch, like you know what I'm saying, like it's a fluid, it's a certain motion.
Everyone can throw a ball, but there's
but he
difference. Yes, and he's throwing 80 miles.
Yeah. So it's the same thing. So some people just they'll pull from somewhere to start off incorrectly, and then that will degrade and mess up the whole movement. And so typically, just when you have a person that's dead hanging from a dead pause, that's always the way to start. Because you have some people that will go into a pull-up like this. They'll jump into it.
You're supposed to come from the bottom at a hang.
Like this. Yeah, hang.
Damn, it almost seems like if I get into that hole from a hang, I'm not getting a pull-up out of that.
So just hang? Well, because, you can start here. You can start at the top. You can jump into it. Like, say, for example.
Just from, my experience, this is the hardest place to
check this out. Check this out. I'll show you something. It's like a, be careful. It's like a negative deadlift, or excuse me, negative pull-up. So if you jump into it, so if I jumped into it, I'll come down with the negative. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So try to hold it as long as if you're going to jump up into it, try to jump into the pull-up, hold it, or
that control.
Or I would probably because so you don't gotta. Well, what I would do if you want to make it more aerobic, I would not use the chair and jump up and back down. You know what I'm saying? To make it more like, oh god, okay. Yeah. But to just work strictly, you would kind of go here, jump up, boom, be careful. When you come down, use that to get back up.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So you're building the strength because you can always lift more in a negative fashion. Like if I put, I can't bench 400 pounds, but if you put 400 pounds on a bench, I can hold it.
Yes, yeah.
And I could probably lower it under control, but shooting it back up, probably not going to happen. Yeah. So working in the negative rep range does help a lot. Because I always see people, man, that's my main thing. Obviously, I lift weights. You know what I'm saying? But I tell people, calisthenics is what got me the development. So jump into it. Yeah, go ahead and jump in. You don't have to push it yet. You just jump into it.
I don't think...
Like when I mean jump into it, try to get that chest to the bar.
See, it's just when I get to that hole, like I can get here. I just can't get up.
Mm-hmm. So just from the I would think I would say, do you do rows?
Yes.
Like these kind of rows?
These
rows. You try to do some
Smith machine.
Try to do some barbell bent over rows.
Okay.
Good, and then the T-bar rows.
Yes, yeah, I do.
I tell people, really with that, literally you need maybe 3 exercises. Something for the upper, something for the middle, something for the lower. It's not that complicated. But as long as it's heavy and consistent, it's going to work. Yeah. But like I said, when it comes to the calisthenics, 90% of the people, the results they're looking for are here on some level. Because that's where the conditioning comes in. They want the cuts, the details. I'm like, okay, well, think about a guy that does nothing but calisthenics. Would you like to look like him? Most people are like, yeah, maybe a little bigger, but yeah.
Yeah.
But why would you not? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Why would you not implement those things? That's what I started doing. Because I was like, I want to get ripped. Like, man, I don't want to eat broccoli and chicken breast all day. But I kept looking, I found guys calisthenics. Rip. I was like, okay, And so I started implementing them in heavy. I got to a point where I was doing, 80% calisthenics, maybe 20% lifting. So I'd be in the gym for an hour doing nothing but pull-ups, dips, pull-ups, push-ups, all that. and the last maybe 20 minutes where I would do squats on my legs.
Yeah.
Because that's probably one of the things you might want to. You can, I can tell you do body weight squats, you know what I'm saying? And that might not be a good thing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And the hanging, like, I didn't really think of it until you said so, because you're like, can you do a pull-up, can you do a chin-up? I'm like, well, assisted, and just the base of starting
I'm just not
hold your body weight.
Not to say it doesn't work, because I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I have just never seen a person go from assisted to proficiency at regular pull-ups.
Do you think it's because they don't use that as a starting benchmark?
No, I think because from my, but even doing something like, the scapular contractions or even partial.
Is it just where you like?
Yes, like your scapula, this here, this there. Yep. Like trying to like that, something like that. Like you see the mirror, or excuse me, the camera. Your elbow should go like that. I should see them pop.
Fuck.
See what I mean? Just even so, like come behind me this way, so you can watch my scapula. It's like here, in my trap area. So we'll go here, and so I'll hang. And so if I can't get it, I'll just, because that's the beginning
of the pull-up.
Yes, is a contraction. Say my scapula is contracting.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought it started there.
Where do you think it started at?
For my sides, like I try to wrench myself up like this.
That's more like kind of see what I'm saying? How the muscle recruitment pattern. People are like, oh, man, they start off wrong.
Feel the same. Like I want to go from like my outside.
So watch. So hang. So don't go all the way up, but try to engage where I'm touching you.
Like that.
Yep.
Because that doesn't feel natural to me. Like if I were to, without talking to you, I want to like pull from here, and that's probably why I can like never get up.
So I think personally, to start out is, I think pull-ups for me, it's reverse. As far as like, so when you start, you're gonna feel here, and as you come up, the lats engage.
Okay.
So here, yes, they're not engaged, but they're hanging. Make sense?
Yes.
But as you come up, so see how as I come up here, it's actually through here, and as I come up more, as I do more here, that is where the contract. Like you ever watch bodybuilding?
Yeah.
So when a guy goes like this, bam, like that. When he drops, that's when the lats are engaged. Okay. So like when I'm like this, bam, that's when the lats are engaged. So when you think about that, that is bam when I'm up. Yes, that is when the contraction. Okay. So yes, so when you up, that is where you want to round the contraction out. Make sense?
Yeah, that's probably why I really genuinely, like with my body weight, can't get much further than that.
And I will put like a little lean into it. Like some people try to go straight up.